guys, it's Christy with Zen 10 Lotus Tarot, and I just wanted to come to you tonight for a really quick video just to see what you're up to, see how you're doing, see how things are going. It's super cold in Florida today. What the heck, yo? Where's the sunshine? I don't know what's going on. It's probably one of the chilliest nights that I've ever had here, so I'm not really digging that, but I do dig the fact that I do have my door open and letting the air flow in, and I don't have to have the air conditioning on, which is amazing, and I don't have to have the heat on yet, thankfully, while my poor Ohio friends are suffering in, like, I don't know, like, I think someone said it's like below zero. I don't know. It's cold. Way colder than here. So, if you're dealing with that, good luck. I don't know what to say about that, but come on down to Florida. It's beautiful. So I hope you're having a great night, and that you had a good Saturday, that you had some fun, that you did something you enjoy. I'm super excited because I did a lot of stuff that, like, I've been wanting to do and just haven't had the energy to do. And, like, finally today, it was like, I was like, yeah, let's do this, you know, and got busy on all this to-do list that I had for myself. So it was really nice to get things done. Ooh. There goes my camera. Wait, let me fix this. See, this is the joy of unedited videoing. And why do I unedit? Because I don't know how. So enjoy the bloopers right along with the video, but yeah, I don't know. So anyways, wow, holy moly. Look at you. Who is this? What is this? Is this a fire sign reading again? You fiery little suckers. I don't know. We'll see. It looks like you're closing out some cycles in your life. And what is a cycle? Okay. So a cycle is something that, a pattern that we go through, right? In anything in our life, that we get to a certain point in time where we no longer want to deal with that same pattern. Because why? Because nothing changes if nothing changes, right? And so closing out a cycle means that whatever it is in that time period of your life, that chapter, that whatever, that thing that you were going through, right, at that time in life, you've apparently learned the lesson that you need to learn in that stage of your life, and you've closed out the cycle, right? Because you've learned the lesson, you've graduated on to the next step in your life, whatever that is. You've learned new things, you've gained the wisdom that you needed from that chapter, and you're moving forward, right? So the World card talks about travel. It talks about closing out cycles. It means endings for new beginnings. It means learning the lesson. Maybe some of you are going to school. Maybe you've decided that that's your next move. You know, maybe you're studying something new. Whatever it is, the World card talks about a lot of different things. But the main things that it talks about is major life change and closing out cycles that that you've learned your lesson from. And can we repeat the same cycle over and over and over and over and over again? You're darn hootin'. Yes, we can. For sure. Darn tootin'. For reals. We do it all the time. We repeat the same behaviors. We repeat the same patterns. We repeat the same routine. Whatever it is, you know, nothing changes if nothing changes. So we have to sometimes figure out for ourselves that some time periods in our life are just about learning, you know, and growing and evolving to the next step or the next thing that we have to be up against to learn, you know. And you know, that's why a lot of people talk about, and T.D. Jakes is one of them, who, you know, how much I just love him. So and I'll throw that out there one more time. T.D. Jakes, look up his sermon. Nothing just happens. You have to. Anyway, you know, he talks about how sometimes we end up with people who are supposed to be on our life, or we do a cycle pretty much in our life um, for long periods of time, when it was literally supposed to be a very short procedure of learning, that we break a cycle. If we learn the lesson, the cycle ends. So it's like, what kind of changes do you need to make in your life in order to end a bad cycle? So if you feel like it's a bad cycle for you, the biggest way to move forward is to figure out the lesson you were to learn in that situation, and don't repeat the same patterns and keep getting the same results, if that makes sense. So yeah, whatever it is, you are closing out some cycles. Maybe one, maybe 50. I don't know. What kind of transformation you going through, what kind of changes you making. Cycles, close out all the time if we learn the lesson and we move forward. So whatever it is that you feel like you're going through right now that may have been a little bit tough, because the karmic wheel of fortune is right next to it. So that tells me that because you closed that and ended that cycle and learned the lesson that you were to learn in that cycle, you are now being afforded good karma. You're getting your rewards for all the crap, that you weren't learning from, all the crap that you kept repeating, all the, behaviors and things that kept you on that shit cycle, but you closed it out, you learned your lesson, and now you're moving forward into good karmic justice, into karmic wheel of fortune in your favor. So you're super passionate about something. I don't know what you're passionate about. You fiery? What you fiery about? What you got going on? Tell me about it. The Queen of Wands is a supery. She's supery. It's still Mercury retrograde. I don't know. It fumbles your words, makes it hard to talk, makes it, communication gets weird. Phones and shit messes up. So who knows what's going to happen in the rest of this video. I guess we'll see, because I don't know how to edit anyway, so you will see the blooper. So basically, yes. So the Queen of Wands is this fiery, passionate person, and no matter what it is that she's going after, she goes after it with fire. She's excited. She's adventurous. She likes to get moving. She doesn't dick around. She gets shit done, and passionately. When she walks into a room, people notice, and it's because, not because she's an attention-seeking person. It's because that's how she commands herself. She commands herself in a good way. She's super loving and caring and giving, so she exudes that energy out into the world. And so, but you're super passionate about something. You're embodying that Queen of Wands energy. So what is that for you? And Spirit is encouraging you that, somebody's got their eye on you. Earth sign, could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And they're looking right now, at this little pinnacle that they have, and they're thinking, what should I do with this pinnacle? I've got this stability. I've got all these things I want to share. I'm focused. I'm somebody who is a boss person, and I want to give it to someone. But I don't know if I'm going to. I'm holding on to it. I'm just looking at it right now, and I'm trying to figure out, I'm somebody who's stable and committed and loyal, and I have all this great stuff to offer. So who gets the pinnacle, And so you're embodying the Queen of Pentacles energy as well, where maybe you're super passionate about someone, and you're also very, very stable, and you have all this great stuff going for you. And so you're wondering in your mind, who can I get this pinnacle to, Who's who's my match? Where's my match at? You know what I mean? Like that kind of energy. Like, or maybe somebody feels that way about you. You know, they're noticing you. They think you're very beautiful, and they think that you're very smart, and that they want to get to know you. But they're holding on to that pentacle. Like, I don't know. I just don't know if I want to give it out. I'm afraid. You know, but you're manifesting. You know, or they are, because it's like. Sometimes we don't even realize when we're manifesting things, right? Like, we just may experience things in our life that show us, right? Show us truly what it is that we do want in our life. And so somewhere within our subconscious, we know what we want and we know what we don't want. And the more focus we put on our energy of what it is that we do want, and that's when we begin to attract it, right? That's how we manifest. And sometimes manifestation happens best when we don't even realize we're doing it. Why? Because we're not holding on so tight to it. It's like, it's not that it has to happen. It's that somewhere in my subconscious or your subconscious, you know, like you have thrown out into the universe what it is that you want. You know what I mean? And when you're not holding on to the idea of it, when you're like, you know, I'm just going to let it go. You know, like whatever happens, happens. I'm good, you know? Shit, I'm the king, you know, I'm the queen of pentacles. That's what you're thinking. Like, I'm good either way. Like, I know who I am. I'm stable. I'm committed. I'm focused. I know what I want. I know what I don't want. I have a lot to offer. But it's okay if I don't have anyone to give it to. Maybe I'll just hold on to it myself. You know, maybe you're in that energy where it's like you're okay on your own. And a lot of people aren't okay with that. And it's crazy, isn't it? Because the thing is that there's nothing wrong with you being who you are and being happy by yourself, you know? And so, but that also puts you on the pathway to manifestation, because you're not so worried about what if it doesn't happen, you know? Like, it's like, I know what I want. I know what I don't want. I already put that out into the universe. The universe knows, because I'm showing it, what I will put up with and what I won't put up with, you know? And so that is also showing the universe what you're capable of attracting, because you know that you're no longer accepting low vibrational energy. And so then the only thing left to come is high vibrational energy into your life, and you're manifesting it. You know, you're manifesting anything you want at this point in time, because you've let go, you know? You just let go. You can feel that energy in this. You've closed out a cycle. You're on a new path of karmic, on the karmic wheel of fortune, to attract everything that you want in life. It's coming. You're manifesting it. Could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. You could also be dealing with a Leo. Leo, you fiery little sucker. Yeah, because what you don't see coming is your happiness. It's coming. You don't see it. You got your blindfold on. You know, you're just doing you. I think you're just doing you. That's the way I feel about this. It's like you're doing you. You're closing out cycles that don't serve you, right? Because you have to. Because at some point in time, if nothing changes, nothing changes. And you've realized that. And so it's like, if there's nothing that changes about me and the kind of energy that I'm putting out there, right? If nothing changes within me, then nothing changes around me. Because, yeah, you have to make changes in your own life in order to change the lives of others, or to attract things into your life that you want, that aren't coming to you when you're in a stagnated energy, right? When nothing is changing, you're very stagnant. So, you know, you're not attracting new things. You're not attracting money. You're not attracting abundance. You're not attracting opportunities. You're not attracting good experiences, to be honest. But that's all changed because you've realized that you're changing, right? Because you're starting to change your mindset. You're starting to change your behavior patterns. You're starting to change what you'll accept. You're starting to protect yourself from bad energy. You know what I mean? When I say bad energy, I just mean anything that puts you on a path to your own old bad behaviors. So it's like, I'm not talking about just that other people are bad. I'm saying the energy of some people can influence you to be a certain way, if that makes sense. Like, they bring out those demons that are still within you, you know, that maybe aren't completely healed. And so as soon as you feel that energy happening, then you have to pull away from those types of energies of people who put you on a pathway of old behavior patterns. So that's all I mean by that. Don't mean anything against anybody else. It's my own damn demons, right? And all of yours too. Everybody has them. So it's like, so if you know that you're a person who is easily influenced by certain situations, places, people, things, things that you used to do, places you used to go, whatever it is, if you know you're badly, if you're conjuring up some demons within you, then you have to change your behavior patterns. You have to change what you're doing every day. You have to change sometimes the people that you're around. Sometimes you have to change the people you interact with. Sometimes you have to go off social media for a good, I don't know, at least 5 to 10 hours, you know, or maybe even a couple days if you're if you have good willpower and you're capable, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that takes a lot. It's like, that's how we live today, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, doing things that are putting you on a path of something different, you know, doing something different. And you are recognizing this. You are recognizing how this is actually beneficial for you, you know, because things are starting to go in your favor now. Karmic justice is that wheel is starting to turn. You're no longer stuck in that wheel of stagnation because now you're doing something different. And it's going to lead to your happiness, the Sun card, the happiest card in the deck. Well, I mean, one of the happiest cards. But look at that baby on there. Look at that baby on that horse. He's so happy. He don't know what to do with himself. He's naked. Just enjoying life, being free. Yes, you know, there's your counterpart right in the background. You know, he's got his wand in his hand. He knows what he wants to do with that thing. And he wants to come after his Queen of Wands, his perfect counterpart. You know, like, and energies are fluid. You know, this could be male or female or interchangeable, or it could be male, male, female, female, whatever it is, whatever you're into. But it's like your perfect counterpart is now like being drawn to you, you know, because you've changed. You've, you know, kept yourself in a vibration of knowing what you want, knowing what you don't want. And because of your change in behavior, the universe recognizes that, God recognizes that, the angels recognize that, and they conspire in your favor to bring you exactly what the hell you want. It's just the way it is. And look, it's your perfect counterpart. Leads to the Sun. One of the happiest cards in the deck. But you don't see it. You don't see it coming. It's because you're not holding on to it so tightly. You've let go a little bit, you know? You're like, listen, I can only change me. I can't change others. So all I'm going to do is do me and see what happens, you know? Pray about it. Think about it. Meditate on it, you know? Do things for me for now and just see what happens, you know? Work on myself, work on my own healing. And then pretty soon, you're no longer stagnant. And then you begin to manifest everything you want, right? Like a new beginning in love. Passionate, fiery love. A lot of fire. A lot of fire. Yeah. You want to collaborate. You want to get busy working on a lot of projects, maybe. Maybe you got a new job. Maybe you're working on new ideas, and you have all these new goals that you want to go after, and maybe you forgot about them. Maybe when you were in that stagnated energy, it's like you forgot about them. Like, hey, I always wanted to blah. I always wanted to go to school. I always wanted to go to, I always wanted to learn how to do this. I always wanted to travel. I always wanted to, whatever it is, but you're starting to like make a plan, and start collaborating and figuring things out for yourself, which is very exciting. Manifesting. See, even when you speak, stop speaking your crap to people. You don't even realize how that manifests. You know what I mean? So start talking what you do want. Talk about what you are excited about. Talk about your new goals. Talk about your new aspirations. Talk about something that inspires, Talk about something that inspires you to do something different, What's advice? Triumph. Change in your behaviors leads to triumph for you in the end, And it's like you can't change other people. You can't change the surroundings, You can't change your environment all the time. Whatever it is that's, when you feel stuck in that stagnant energy and when you're maybe not seeing things clearly around you, the only thing you can control is you, right? And so Spirit is saying, triumph when you do. When you start to recognize and become aware of the things inside you that need changed, or the tweaks that you need to make in your daily routine, or things that keep you in a high vibrational energy, or cutting out the people that don't keep you in a high vibrational energy. And if that even means, taking a little vacay from all the social media, just because sometimes that gets you down. If you feel your vibration go down, you need to start following some new people on Facebook or something, or the Instagram or whatever. But if you're on there and people are bringing you down just because of their energy, or like, they're not saying anything good that makes you feel good about life, maybe you just need to unfollow some people, and look for people who inspire you, and begin to surround yourself with people who inspire you, and begin to inspire others yourself with your own story, because everybody has a story that can inspire. If you could think of anything in your life, anything at all that was a testimony, that you could actually help somebody else by giving your story. I mean, how many people could be inspired in this world? Start talking about new things, yo. That's breaking a cycle. That's breaking generational curses right there. Just talk about something new, Learn your lessons. And when you speak and you think and you ruminate on things that aren't good, that's all you attract. That's all you bring into your life, is more of those types of experiences. So start a new conversation. Spirit says that's truth. It's the truth. Yeah. Strength. You want to bring balance into your life. You've been in a little bit of a mental prison about anything, everything. We all worry. Worry is like such a huge part of a lot of our time that we spend, if you really begin to calculate how many times a day you worry about something, And it's like, it's time to get out of that energy, You got to think of something new. You got to get out of your head space, and get into a heart space where you can know that there's something different. You can be something different. You can create a different story for yourself. You can create a new beginning for yourself. You can create a new life for yourself if you want to. If you put in the time, effort, and energy it takes. Nobody's going to hand you a new life. It's you have to work on the things within you that you can change, And Spirit says, yeah, get on it. Get busy. Get on that horse. Go after what you want. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, whether that's in love or in career or in finances or stability or whatever it is, you're learning lessons. You're making changes. You're starting to transform. You see it because you know that now you're starting to manifest good things. And that's your evidence of it. That's the evidence that shows you're on the right path, you know? And you're super passionate about it. You got a lot of people watching you. You got a lot of eyes on you. Leo. Looks like, yeah. This is a Leo reading. We're going to put this for Leo. But yeah, get super passionate about whatever it is that you're dealing with, you know, and start changing the things about yourself that you can change. And some things, you know, you may feel like you can't change, and it usually deals with other people's shit. And the thing is, you can't change other people. You never will be able to. So you can only change your behavior patterns or your things within you that could use tweaking in order to get on a path of creating, you know, this new turn in that wheel of fortune in the right direction, you know? So yeah, Leo. Let me see what else. What can I give you? What can we do? Let's do, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a shadow. Because feeling some shadow work has been being done in this Leo reading. You're learning lessons, you're making changes, you're graduating, you're realizing that there's some things in your life that just, you know, they were supposed to be a chapter. They weren't supposed to be your life story. It was supposed to be a little piece of you in a book of your life, and it's time to turn the page, you know, because you've learned about it. You've already read that. You don't need to reread it. You don't need to re-go over it. You don't need to relive the cycle over and over again. You know, it's you read it. It's time to turn the page, you know? Yeah, that's the best way to put it. But I am going to do shadow work just to see what you're dealing with or what you're healing from or what stage of grieving you are. Still in the, here's the thing. Last week we actually did a reading about ego death, you know, which is a very long, drawn out, terrible, uncomfortable process, but it happens a little bit at a time here and there. You know, sometimes it'll come crashing down in a way that that is so uncomfortable that it puts us into almost like a state of depression, you know? And I'm sorry if you're dealing with that. It's never easy to go through that process of feeling like you're losing your own identity. Like, who the hell am I anymore? You know what I mean? If I'm not that person, then who am I? And how do I fix that? You know, this is all everybody has ever known of me. So how do I reconcile who I was with who I'm becoming, or even the feeling of not really even knowing who you are, you know? It's very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable and scary and life-changing, believe it or not. So if you're on that path, keep going, because when you begin to start living from a heart space of not and getting out of that ego space, you can't imagine the things that will change in your life just with that change, just with that happening, just with that shift in who you are and how you live your life. You know, when you start no longer, you know, needing to fit in a box, you know, it's amazing. It's so freeing, which, yeah. So keep going on that journey. Let me give you some messages from Spirit too. just to see if there's anything that comes out for you that you may be struggling with at this time. And I'll be praying for you, Leo, because it's never easy. It's never easy to close out chapters in our life. It's never easy to go through things that no longer serve us, like, and knowing that it's time to close a chapter of our life in some way. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be something super silly and simple to others, but to us, it was very important. You know, it was a very important part of our identity, a very important part of who we were, a very important part of, like, how I live, you know, or whatever. But so it's hard to learn lessons and close chapters and end cycles, you know. It's hard. It's a letting go process. So let's see, what spirit, what can you tell Leo at this time? Someone from your past, Leo, is returning with a love offer. Look at you, Leo, all fiery with your little fiery self, attracting all kinds of fire into your life. Nice. Forgiveness is required in your connection. One more. You are being guided to choose you in this situation. Self-care, self-love, and knowing your worth. That's the same message that came out the other night, and I can't remember whose reading it was. I don't even know. It might have been the water signs. No more feathers here. Time to go. Time to go. I don't know if that means anything to you. The way that I interpret that is that maybe you're in a situation where things aren't fruitful, you know? And it could be that cycle that you're closing out, you know, like where you're realizing what it is that you do want and what it is that you don't want. And that can be in relationships, that could be in a job site, that could be anywhere, but you just realize that what you're doing right now, and I got a beep as a confirmation, is not yielding you what you deserve, not what you want. Balance. It was in the cards. Where'd it go? You want balance, you know, you want equal give and take, whatever it is. Maybe you feel like your job, you're putting in all this effort and you're just not getting the recognition that you deserve, and you want balance in your job. Or, you know, maybe in a relationship that you're in, you just feel like you're just not getting the recognition or the equal give and take in your relationship that you're in. And Spirit is saying, like, you know, there's no more feathers there. And I don't know what that means, and I'm not giving anybody advice. Here's the deal. Everybody has free will. This is, you know, your life. You make decisions, but nothing changes if nothing changes. Now, does that mean that you have to end a relationship in order to change things? No. It means that where can you begin to do work on yourself that could make your relationship better? Maybe you could be more communicative to your partner and let them know what it is that you require out of a relationship, you know, to feel balanced. Maybe you need more time to yourself. Maybe you need, I don't know, maybe you and your partner need more time together. Maybe your work-life balance is not great. Whatever it is, there's ways to work on things. It's not just about ending relationships to, you know, to make change. No, it's about what can we do together and separately to work on us, you know? Sometimes that's relationships, you know? Maybe it's compromise. Maybe it's forgiving, you know? Maybe somebody needs to forgive in your situation, and that's what it said, you know? Maybe it's hashing it out, talking it out, whatever it is. Go within, you know? take some time to figure out what it is within you that can change in order to, so that you start attracting what it is that you want out of your relationships, out of your job, out of your whatever. You know, is it that you need to say something? Is it that you need to open up that throat chakra and speak your truth to someone? Is it that you need to say, hey, I'm not happy at this job anymore. You know, you don't recognize my hard work. You don't recognize the effort that I put in. I need a raise, yo. Like whatever it is, like if that's what you're going through right now, you need to speak up on your own behalf. But basically, yeah, just figuring out what it is that you can do, because we can't change others, right? But we can change ourselves. And that's a pretty great place to start, you know? So that's it. That's all I've got for you today, Leo. So I'm just gonna, I'll be back tonight. I'm gonna be doing these videos all night. See you guys in a bit. Talk to you soon, Leo. Have a good day.